Bucs, brought to you in part by Brandon Ford.
Good evening. I'm Paul Levine. I'm president and general manager of Brandon Ford. I'd like to tell you this is where it started right here, right in this office. Nick and I got together. We talked about doing a golf outing. Nick told me he wasn't doing a golf outing, that we were going to do a basketball tournament, and the rest is history. I'd really like to thank Nick and Brian. What a great job you guys did. What great players you are. Geez, only took about 2 minutes off the court. You guys are outstanding. Warren and Brad, you lost, but that's okay. You guys did an outstanding job. Willa, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for bringing your dancers cross country for us. That was a wonderful thing you did. We really, really appreciate it. I'd also like to tell you that I look forward to next year. I think that we'll have an even bigger event next year. Hopefully we'll have to use a bigger venue than we had to use this year, and I'm sure that we can pack it again. Thank you so much for taking the time, and enjoy the game.
It's Street Ball, boys versus Bucs. And here's our host for tonight's program from WFLZ 93.3, MJ Kelly.
Hi, everybody. I'm MJ from the MJ and BJ Morning Show on 93.3 FLZ Radio, and welcome to Street Ball. Back on March 26th, here at the USF Sundome, there was a basketball game for charity. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Backstreet Boys.
From the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, defensive line, number 2, Steve White. A safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 24, Damian Robinson. Number 7, Automatica, Martin Gramatica. Brad Culpepper. Number 99, defensive tackle, Warren Sapp. From the Backstreet Boys, number 23, Brian Luttrell. Number 5, Nick Carter.
It was an amazing game.
I love the Backstreet Boys. They're good at singing, but they need to stick to the singing because the Bucs are going to kick their butt.
Being a 38-year-old male, I have to cheer for the Bucs. Go Bucs.
I'm on The Voice, and I want to show you something. Look at what I have to guard today. Look at this. I got to guard this today, guys. I don't have a prayer. What are you talking about? Look at this. Oh, an elbow. Did you see that? Did you see that? Boy plays dirty. He plays dirty. I'm going to take him down today, right here on this court. Wait and see.
We're just outside, and we heard outside the fans think the boys are going to win.
That's okay. Perception versus reality.
Okay, so the reality of it is you guys are going to crush them?
Yeah, we're going to beat them pretty bad.
You got a game plan in place?
I think we're just much better athletes than they are. If we was on a stage singing, I think I'd give that nod to them, but in athletic competition, I think we're a little bit better athletes.
So you guys won't be singing for halftime or anything?
No.
Good.
Hope not.
Thank you.
We don't want to run the people away.
Shoot often and shoot a lot. That's my game plan.
And just try to not to knock them down because I think all the girls would start crying.
Yeah, they would. We don't want to break the guys, so we'll take it easy on them. We just got to be like the Gators and nail them all down from the outside.
Are you going to be doing any singing during halftime?
No. No.
Everyone agreed that the Bucs certainly had the athletic advantage. However, the Backstreet Boys had a secret weapon. Their coach, Hulk Hogan, and 11,000 screaming fans.
Who's going to win, Bucs or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys!
Who do you want to win this game? Is it the Bucs? Or the boys?
Are the Bucs going down?
We don't know.
Definitely.
Okay, definitely.
Well, you know, the boys will be boys and the men will be men. But, you know, today, my boy Jimmy Hart's got a special plan. I'm not really the coach. He's the coach. I'm kind of like camouflage. I'm supposed to be the coach. And if Sapp or that Culpepper fouls the Backstreet Boys, I'm going to take them down, put them in a submission hold, and we're all going to get ejected. I'm going to take them out back and teach them a lesson. But I tell you what, I'm putting my money on the boys today because those Bucs don't have any ideas. You don't look over here, Sap. Don't you look over here. I tell you what, we get all the tricks for these guys. They better not mess with us, Jimmy. We got them, man.
Tampa Children's Hospital. That's what the charity is all about.
That's what this is all about.
That's
yeah,
right.
For the children, man. These guys ain't going to mess us around today. We got them. We got their number.
When we return, Bucs quarterback Sean King calls the play.
Backstreet's back, all right.
Welcome back to Street Ball, the boys versus the Bucs. Now, the last 5 minutes before the half dominated by the boys. There was a whole lot of regrouping going on in the Bucs locker room.
You know, we're just trying to make it interesting right now. We're going to go in at halftime, get our strategy right, and we're going to blow them out in the second half.
So bye-bye, boys?
Yeah, bye-bye.
At halftime, the Bucs had the lead, but the Backstreet Boys were starting to close in.
And at the end of the first half, the score, the Backstreet Boys 65, the Bucs 59.
We got a couple people that really aren't basketball literate, so we got to come in and bring it back together, but one thing we'll take them down.
They got quite a few ringers on that team, it seems like, now that you look at it.
Yeah, they do, but still, we're the better athletes, no doubt about it.
We just came off the offseason, so, you know, we haven't really gotten back in shape yet, but we're working through it right now. But I think we still winning on the scoreboard, so, you know, we're going to work it out in the second half.
It's all good?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, you know. At first, we were kind of short-handed. We didn't have enough people, but now, you know, Sean and a couple more guys came, Riedel. We'll be fine.
Well, originally I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, so a lot of people from Kentucky normally know how to play basketball.
Street ball?
A little bit. Well, not really. I played in high school, but not anything after that. I started doing the singing thing.
I thought going into it that we looked a little bit like a carnival act on our side, on Nick's, and Brian's side, but I think that, Nick is on, Brian's good at bringing the ball down, and, I think we have a chance. But, they still have Warren Sapp. Like, what do we do? Like, look at their team. They power us, but I think, as artists, we can prove that we, too, can play sports. So we're on.
So just wanted to ask you what you thought of the game so far.
Awesome. It's absolutely wonderful, especially because my man's making all the points.
He is. What, does he play all the time or what?
All the time. Basketball was his life. Now it's basketball and golf. So he's actually a little good for a short guy.
And do the rest of the Backstreet Boys play basketball this well? They should maybe form a team.
No, I wish they did, actually. But it's just Nick and Brian. We just made a shot. But that's all.
Did you think he was going to make the half-court shot?
Yes.
So far, an amazing game. And during halftime, while the players regrouped, the crowd was entertained by singing sensation Willa.
Singles coming out this summer, and we're still in between songs. That's the problem. We can't decide which song, but I think we're going to release I Want to Be Bad.
Is Nick helping with your CD at all?
Actually, he's come in a couple of writing sessions with me, but other than that, not really, because I kind of want to do my own thing, and I was kind of like, let me do this. This is mine. Let me prove this to myself. And but he's been nothing but supportive. I mean, he's right behind me all the time, like, you need to go rehearse. You need to do this, because he's so supportive.
Does he take your opinion on how he should do his music?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like, you know, they're all, every single one of the boys. I mean, they're great guys, and you know, I'm friends with every single one of them, and they're just amazing. They listen to everybody around them. I mean, if you say, ooh, those suits or something on stage didn't look good, you know, they listen. They all do, including Nick. He listens more to me than, you know, the other ones, but, you know, I listen to him too.
Anything you want to say to your friends in Ruskin?
I love you guys, and I miss everybody because it's really hard, really, really hard being on the road. And I think sometimes you forget to call the people that really care, and there's so many of them that you can't even begin to realize. I saw people popping up today that I haven't seen in 2 years, and I miss. So anybody that sees me that knows me, I love you and I miss you.
When we return, you'll see the best, the worst, and the most exciting plays of the game on Street Ball, Boys versus Bucs.
Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and
Welcome back to Street Ball, the Boys and the Bucs. The game was full of exciting plays. Here are just a few. Brian Luttrell with the ball. Brian Luttrell driving towards the basket, some fancy footwork. Oh, and missed rebound by Steve White. Now, watch here. It looks to me that Brian Luttrell tries to get a little too fancy here. Loses his train of thought, and of course, misses the basket and a Bucs rebound. Long pass to Nick Carter for the Backstreet Boys, makes the drive. Little crossover action. Takes the shot. Oh, foul by number 2 on the Bucs. He's going to get 2 shots for that.
Yes, he will. Number 2 is Steve White. Almost mugged him. USF all-time leading scorer Charlie Bradley to Nick Carter underneath. 2 points for the boys.
Let's see that again. Amazing shot. Great pass to Nick Carter. Nick Carter up and 2 points. Here we have Bucs ball. Royals to Newquist from the Bucs ticket office. And look at that. Plows right into Brian Luttrell like a bulldozer. Looks like he broke his butt.
Where does Mike Newquist get off? He hawks tickets all day. He has no business knocking a Backstreet Boy down.
Charlie Bradley to Fitz. Fitz with a fancy pass to Backstreet Boy Nick Carter and 2 points. Nick Carter to Brian Luttrell from outside, and boom, 3 points. What a shot. The drive by Riedel Anthony. Here comes Backstreet Boy Nick Carter. Shut down, rejected. Brian Luttrell right under Mark Royal's armpit for 2 points. Brian Luttrell down the court. Pass to Nick Carter. Nick Carter almost out of bounds. Back to Brian Luttrell from the 3-point line, and air ball. Nick Carter there again. Takes another shot. Miss. Rebound. Brian Luttrell back up, and finally 2 points. Nick Carter right over Warren Sapp, who's standing there like a bump on a log for 2 points. Brian Luttrell behind the back pass to Nick Carter. Nick Carter back to Luttrell. Luttrell up from the 3-point line. Boom, 3 points. Warren Sapp at the foul line. Oh, look at this. Backwards over his head and air ball. An amazing basketball game and 11,000 screaming fans. But let's not forget the real reason for the game, to raise money for the St. Joseph's Hospital Foundation. It all started from an idea from Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys and took off from there. When we return, Nick Carter makes a special surprise announcement here on Street Ball. Stay tuned.
Backstreet's back, all right. All right.
Nick, you know what? You got any extra money for the charity that you could cough up?
Well, I figure since I'm not a really good basketball player, and I definitely can't hit the half-court shot, I've decided to give $20,000 of my own money to the Tampa-based Children's Hospital. Y'all deserve it, Tampa! Thank you for coming.
Hey, and Nick, we're all really proud of you. Writing a check out of your own personal checking account for $20,000 to the hospital. What a stand-up guy you are. What a great humanitarian. We really appreciate it. And Brian, you know, you couldn't make that shot. You had to make it behind my back. I didn't even get to see it. But, you know, we had to give you the $5,000 anyways because, you know, it was for the right cause. It was for the kids.
More TV 32's Lynn Conlon recently sat down with representatives from St. Joseph's Hospital to discuss the services they provide to our community and how thankful they were to receive such a large charitable contribution.
Well, besides the excitement of the game, there was also the good aspect of the game was the charity aspect. And with me right now is Mike Oben, who's the administrator of the Tampa Children's Hospital, and Lorraine Lutton, who is the administrator at St. Joseph's Women's Hospital. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Thank Lots of good money coming in. That's terrific.
It's quite amazing. I mean, when we first heard about this event, I'm thinking a basketball game in a small gym. And when I hear that it's going to be at the Sun Dome and it's going to be a sellout, and I'm thinking, this is bigger than I could ever anticipate.
Exactly. It was. It was absolutely huge. And you did get to go and see all that?
I did, and I took my kids, and it was a blast.
And you weren't on the team, because they were recruiting everybody on the team at the end there.
No, I did not want to play on the team, and I would not want to be running against Warren Sapp. And, I watched that. It was really Brian splat into Sapp, and then on the floor. It was pretty entertaining.
That was Sapp's game plan. I interviewed him before the game, and it was basically just stand there, they'll run into me, it's over. But the boys did win, so that was pretty exciting. Now, what is the money exactly going to be used for?
In our particular case at Tampa Children's Hospital, we're going to be using it in our child life and our child advocacy programs, which is really focused on entertainment for the children when they're in the hospital, medical play, as well as working on prevention kinds of programs out in the community, trying to tie it into what the Backstreet Boys really are about, which is more entertaining, so we're really going to try to push it in that direction.
They certainly are, both on stage and on the court. They certainly
exactly.
are. And Lauren, what are you going to be using the money for?
Well, at St. Joseph's Women's Hospital, we are very well known for our maternity services, but people don't realize the full service women's hospital that we are. So we'd like to really use the money for a breast center to improve awareness and education and resources for breast cancer and women facing any type of breast disease.
That's terrific. $75,000. Woo, we want a rematch next year.
At the final bell, the Bucs lose and the boys win 108-104.
The final score, the Backstreet Boys 108, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 104. How about a big hand for both of these teams?
Yeah, you are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way, but we are apart, can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a fire, the one desire you are.
We'd like to thank all the sponsors and a special thanks to all the players for their incredible generosity. Don't go away. Next, here on More TV 32, it's Batman Returns. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great day.